Good afternoon, everybody. This is Crystal with Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. Guess what we did? We got all 8 of these. We have all 8 of these. We have all 8 of these done. And all we have to do now is paint. I'm so excited. Finally got them done. I took the time to do it. So while I was watching the Tailor Made Cards for You Hop, which I'm a part of, so for those of you watching the hop, please watch the hop. You gotta watch the whole hop in order to win a prize, and you need to enter, I believe there's a link. I think I entered that link. I'm not sure if I did or not, but yeah, there's a link you need to enter. Tailor Made Cards for You. You need to go in and enter for the prize and stuff like that. And it's called the Pink Pastel Hop and stuff like that. And I'm the last one on the list because I'm just a guest designer and just, I guess, taking over somebody for now, temporarily. So, but it's all good. I'm happy to step in and help out as needed. So, it's all good. So, anyways, yeah. So I want to get this done before Thursday. That is my goal. So before I go in for surgery on Thursday. So anyways, so now we're going to paint. So I have Distress Paint by Tim Holtz, which you can find at Ranger. And I have red. Now you could just go old fashioned and do white. Now I do have Tim Holtz's white as well. And then I have black. And I have Tattered Rose, I think, and Dried Marigold and all that. And I have some of the colors that match my other stuff. And I will answer that when I get done with the video. Yeah. So, and this one is Candied Apple. But yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, the other ones match some of my Distress spray. Or some of the spray stains or something like that. Yeah. But I can't remember the colors. The brass and the silver pewter colors. Stuff like that. But I chose to do blue and red because those are 2 of my favorite colors. So I like blue and red. And I like brown. I could have brought brown into here, but then we'd probably be here all day long trying to paint and everything. And then I redid the sizing on these, you guys. And in order for these ink pads, for Tim Holtz's ink pads to fit in these, you want to do, now I size this a little bit differently. So this is 5.5 by 2.5 inches, okay? And then for your ink pads, for your clothespins to go in here, you want them at least 1 1/8 of an inch space gap in between. Because you're going to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So you're going to fit 5 stamps in each one. And there's going to be a lot because I have 8 of them. So 8 times 5, that's 40 of his big Distress inks and oxides. Did I multiply that right? 8 times 5 is 40? Hey, I remembered by now. I'm so excited. No. So I'm going to see. So I'm going to shake this blue. Okay, I'm going to lower this so you guys can see what we're doing here. So, and always remember to mark your top. So this is your top, this is your bottom. I had an X, so one of them does have an X. So if you look in here, I don't know if you can see it, there is an X up there still in that one. Okay, and then nothing on the bottom. And see how there's a bigger gap on the bottom, and I still have my lines, yeah. And you always want to use an extra Distress ink or Distress Oxide as a tester to go in between each one as you're going, because you're going to have to adjust these on the sides. And yeah, you might get a little bit of wood glue. Make sure you use wood glue. Wood glue is the best glue to use. Okay. And these paints, not glues, these paints do have a little bead in them, okay, as you have to shake them. Now, this has a sponge on it, so I'm just going to go in and do this. So we're going to do this on the edges. We're going to do blue on the outside. Let's see if this works. Some of my friends went to not Total Tiffany. Not Total Tiffany store here. Tuesday morning. And just so you guys know, they found some Total Tiffany bags. So if you're into those, I do have some, and I do like them. But Tuesday Morning has some Total Tiffany bags at your nearest Tuesday Morning, so you might want to check. So I just thought I'd pass the word along to you, because she passed it on to me, so I'm going to pass it on to you. So I do like them, but for ink storage, I prefer... I don't know. I have one that holds my ink cubes too, but for holding my Distress Oxides and stuff, I'm already making my own, and I prefer to do it this way. So that is what I'm doing. And I don't know if this is going to work this way, guys, so I think I'm going to have to get old-fashioned. I guess we could do it this way and just spread it, and very carefully. Well, sure, see, it seems to be working. And what I like about Tim Holtz's paints, they dry really fast. Now, I can't remember which one I was gonna do. If I would have had a pink one, I would have done pink paint. I have acrylic paints, but I like Tim Holtz's paints. Now that I've tried Tim Holtz's paints, I am a Tim Holtz buff for paints now. And stuff like that. So now I'm just going to hold it. Let's see if I can hold it. Now this one I did a while ago. Okay, we're just going to hold it this way. So I'm going to hold it this way. Hopefully you guys can still see what I'm doing. And we're just going to dab, 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 dab. Do 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 do, dabbing the paint. That's what I like about this sponge. It acts as its own paintbrush. a wee bit. Sorry if you guys can hear my phone going crazy. I turned it down, but it could be my daughter. I don't know. Could be somebody. Of course, I've been getting tons of political texts too. And I've been having to say, stop, I already voted. Quit texting me. I already voted. And then we had somebody political come to our door today. A political person. And then she goes, do you mind if I ask you who you voted for? Did you vote for me or did you vote for the other person? I looked at her right in the face and I'm going, I guess you'll have to find out come election day, huh? I'm not going to tell you who I voted for. I'm going to tell you if I voted for you or the other person. I guess you'll find out. I mean, I don't like telling people who I voted for. I'm sorry. I don't like telling people who I'm affiliated with either. Political stuff needs to stay off of, I'm sorry, social media. Point blank. Okay. That looks cool. And you know what? I don't mind if a little bit of brown pops through. So we got both sides done. And we're not going to do the back because some of these, the backs are going to be glued to something. I can't remember which. So now I'm going to do the top. I don't remember. So now I'm going to do the top here. I know there's paint in here. I haven't hardly used this one. I did use some of it on my gel press, which I need to play with more. This really is a lot easier to use. Okay, so now that you see that I've done this one, so now we need to do this side, and then I'm going to go on and do the other ones, and I'm going to put you guys on pause here in a minute. Oh, after I finish this one, because I need to do the inside of this one, don't I? I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to grab the inside because I think this sorry, sound like a hammer. I changed my volume. Okay. And I'm getting paint on my fingers. Okay, so that part's done. Okay. So now I'm going to paint the rim. Let's shake this. Candied apple red. Because I think eventually the inside of my craft room is going to be this shade of blue. I'm hoping. At least a wall. Because right now it's a gray color. And I think 2 walls, I think, or no. 1, yeah, 3, 2 walls are that color. Because this bedroom used to be my second, one of my twins. Used to be Gabriel's room, actually. So he was the oldest of my twins. And then he actually had to share it with my oldest my stepson. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my, okay, there we go. So now we're going to put this on the edge. See how this looks. Ooh, I like it. That looks really cool. So now we're going on the inside. So this might be a little bit tricky. So this is where I'm going to need a paintbrush, you guys. So I think I have a paintbrush right over here. And we're going to use this guy. Okay. And I'm going to dribble. I'm going to take this off. And I don't want my paint to all come out. So we're going to have to kind of, so I'm just going to kind of go in there. So I'm just taking some of the paint that's in the lid without having to lose the metal BB that's in there. I don't know if it's in the tip of this or where it is. But I can't remember if, what's her toes? Who did I say? What was her name? Jessica? Or Christine. Christine. That made one of these inkstands. Now I'm going to have to ask my husband if he has a screw and a washer and 2 nuts that I can use for this when we get to that point. Now, I do know how to paint. I used to paint flower pots, and I used to sell them at one point. But I think I kind of gave up that part of my venue. I even designed a flower pot called the Adult Coloring Book Flower Pot. And that one actually became quite popular. So okay, so now I'm going to take some paint out of here. We're just going to take it out here and get it done quick. I'm not going to, I have an easel somewhere, like one of those painting easels, but I'm not going to dig around for it right now because I want to get the inside of this one done. And then when we come back to part 3, or when we come back to the end of this, okay. So now we're almost done. And this blue paint that I'm holding on now, it's already dry. That's how fast Tim Holtz's paint dries. The acrylic stuff, that I used to use in my flower pots, that stuff would literally take about an hour or so to dry. But Tim Holtz by Ranger, this stuff, yeah. This stuff is dry in minutes. So we might be doing a part 3 here by part 3 and part 4 by the end of today. That's how good I love his paints. Let's see. Boy, I'm popular today. Everybody loves me. They're trying to get a hold of me. Oh, oh, oops. Now you could probably stencil this or do something fun to this, but I would wait until after you have this all glued together and into a tower before you put anything else on this. Because especially if you don't know what you're gonna turn this into. Trying to get paint out of this. Trying to get the inside of this all done. And we're almost done. It's been a while since I painted, you know. Been a while since I did my flower pots. I kind of miss painting. I miss doing that painting thing. But I wouldn't trade doing my cards for nothing. But I guess I should use these paints on the gel press more often. Now you don't have to paint the clothespins. Now, like the other day in the video, I called them paper clips. I don't know why I called them paper clips. I just did. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just an accident. Whoops. So, but hopefully I'm not splattering any red on the screen there. So also our car is in the shop getting worked on because our AV system, AV unit where our stereo is. So when you turn your car off, your stereo system is supposed to shut off, especially if you have a newer car. Well, our car's still under warranty, so they had to fix it. Well, they fixed it, but it's still not shutting off. So they're trying to figure out what it is. So my husband was stuck at the dealership, Hyundai dealership yesterday for about, I don't know, 5 hours, four and a half to 5 hours yesterday. And we were trying to figure out what it was. And we still don't know. They put the brand new AV unit in and everything yesterday. Still would not shut off when you turn the car off. So we don't know what's going on. But if it's a faulty system, we don't know. And they have no more rentals for us. And I'm like, okay, they better have something for us or something, because we're going to have to borrow somebody's car come Thursday for my surgery, or I'm going to have to reschedule my Thursday, or reschedule my surgery for a later day, because this is going to drive me utterly up the wall. Okay, so we're closing in without trying to get a bunch of red all over the blue. Oh, it's just the light reflecting off of his paint. See? I thought it needed more paint or something. I thought I missed a spot. And it was just the light reflecting off of so now we're closing in. We're at the tail end here. I think it's this brush I'm using. It's not the best brush to use. I would pick a better brush. I'm using a cheapy brush that I got at, oh gosh, I have no idea. Either Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby. I could not tell you where I got this paintbrush. Got them at a set. I think I got them at Joann's. Because that's where I used to get all my acrylic paints and everything. That's where I got everything. That's where I used to get most of my paints at, was Joann's. I tell you, I was addicted to acrylic paints. And a good way to tell when your paints go bad is if they stink, they smell like really bad, you know they're bad. That's when it's time to throw them out and get something new and replace it. Yeah, I found that out. I was like, I had to go through, my daughter had to help me. We had to throw out a bunch of them. I could not believe how bad some of them smelled, so bad. I thought my nose was gonna fall off. They were smelling horrible, horrible. I mean, just nasty. Okay. This is looking okay. I just need to finish this end here. This part right here. And then we're going to call it good on this. And then we can come back. I'm going to have the rest of these all ready to go, and then we'll glue it together. And I will go see what everybody wants. And you know what? I don't have any water. That is another thing you should have, is water on hand to rinse your paintbrushes. And what do I have? No water. So happy crafting, everybody. So this is part 2 of the things. And look what it looks like on the inside. So blue on the outside. Leave that part blank for now, because I can't remember what I was supposed to do. But that looks beautiful. And the blue is already dry. It only takes a couple of minutes. And that is already drying up on the inside already. So we are already at 28 minutes. Bye. Love y'all.